You're never wrong. There was no consequence for anything he did.
Right.
You just do, and, if you get in trouble, oh, well. So in this matter, he told, the reason why he rejected the plea deal a few months ago, or back in February, back in January, the end of January, was because he didn't want to have no probation, no sex offenders list, nothing. He just wanted to walk away.
It's not that easy. Well, that's just, he's a grown man. He's not a kid. He's a grown man, so he shouldn't have his parents still trying to make decisions and pull his strings for him at his age. So, if he's not going to take the advice of his lawyer, then I don't know why they even bother having one.
I mean, the lawyer works for him, so who does,
Yeah, but still.
And he wasn't paying for it, so again, there's no consequence to him. It's not his money. I doubt he paid for the attorney. I don't think he had $100,000 laying around.
No, I don't think. I would think not.
On the Indies, I don't think he was making that. Selling his little bullshit T-shirts.
Oh, great. So, yep, that's our update. So I guess we'll wait and see what happens. I'm sure it will be all over the internet when that announcement comes down about the official sentencing of Lude Boy Riley and what his future.
Dirtbag Dan said to me, "Let's go to the hearing or the sentencing."
If you could, if they allow public in, absolutely.
Of course they do. Right down in St. George, where the courthouse is.
Yep, used to work right across the street from it.
Because I don't think it's not on Charge anymore, but I don't think it was a criminal court. I think they were looking to indict him into the Supreme Court. I really thought they were going to make an example out of this kid. I honestly thought that going in.
It would make sense, but I guess
I might lose you, Kev. I'm on the West Shore. You know where I am.
I guess it was just much more important to worry about changing the color of Tide Pods and all that other bullshit than make an example out of him for this. So just tells you where our legal system is.
Did SI Live even cover this? I mean, I know they covered it last year.
I don't know, to be honest with you. I do know the Staten Island Advance has literally cut their entire paper in half as far as staff. So I have no idea what they're covering.
Oh yeah, well it's not 20 years ago. Now you just go online. Nobody reads the paper anymore.
Yeah, and nobody actually goes and takes reports. They just make phone calls and then they write a blog.
Well, that's what happened when Riley went to jail. They called me. They called my cell phone.
It's like
within an hour.
Excuse me, Mr. Bellini, what's your association with James Riley?
Hey, well, you can go read the article. It's up all over the place. My name was mentioned in every fucking article. My name, my company.
You know what? And to your credit, your company didn't take a hit for it.
No, actually, we bounced Billy back to the next show.
Staten Island's a very small community,
it wasn't awful.
The Staten Island's a very small community. Everybody knows everybody, so people know the difference between the guy who did wrong and the guy he worked for. There's a difference. You're not associated with that just because you employed him.
No, of course not.
So, all right. So yeah, you're looking forward to this weekend.
It's going to be a long week. I didn't get much sleep today, and I had things I had to do, and tomorrow doesn't look like I'm going to get much sleep, and we have a seminar tomorrow at 7 p.m., and, heading out to Queens, and I guess you're going back home, and then I got to deal with Richie and drink beer at the bar and go to sleep and wake up early and try to make some money with Richie and head back to Staten Island and, try to have I'm going to have a kick-ass show,
Yes. So is the women's triple threat match, is that going to be the main event?
Right before it.
All right. So we'll call it the double main event. Yep. And then you guys doing something on Sunday as well, correct?
I'm not. I'm just spending time on my stuff.
All right. I'm not doing that either. I'm done. And then the quick turnaround, had to get ready for WrestleCon less than a month later.
Yeah. Are you renting a trailer? What's the deal with that? I've heard you renting a trailer.
Right now, I had to bring Monday. I got to bring my van in to be serviced. It didn't start, and then I got a freaking ticket because I didn't move my car in the snow. So if it's just something simple like a battery or something, then obviously I'm gonna do the trailer and tow it. Because if I have to rent a minivan, I have to make sure that, one, it has a tow hitch, and two, that the insurance covers the trailer that I'm going to bring down.
You have that much shit to bring?
I have, well, I wasn't going to rent the trailer until it was brought to me. I mean, I have 2 storage containers and our suitcases. There's 5 of us. So 5 suitcases and 2 storage containers. So.
But does Amy bring a change of clothes? Because I always see her in the same outfit.
Oh, God. She's going to kill you.
Does she listen to this show?
Yeah, she usually listens to it. If she's not working, she listens to it live. If not, she'll listen to it later. If she's listening to it live, I'm sure I'll be getting a message any minute. But yeah, so I mean, 5 suitcases, 2 storage bins. It's going to be.
Who's driving down in your car? You, your fiance, Amy, and JT?
And my cousin Rob.
Okay, I don't think I met him, did I?
Yes, he was at one of your shows. He's the short guy with the red hair.
I seen him.
So.
Nick the Beard is still missing in action?
No. We talk a lot now. So. He's he's got his own things going on. He's got poker and his girlfriend and other stuff going on. So I don't know if he'll be doing any wrestling stuff, but we talk. Everything's cool. Who?
I'm flying out by myself this time. Literally just by myself. This is like the only second time in my life. I usually have 5 people, But I'll actually be able to relax on the plane instead of being harassed.
What? Richie just messaged me and said, "Did you hear that Gorgeous George canceled?" If that's true, like literally, did I not call that from the get-go?
Who was the guy bringing her in? What was his name?
Hotchman? Hotchman, yeah.
Is that his only talent this weekend?
No, he's got Ultimo Dragon. Wait,
I don't know why this guy drives up here from Carolina.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. But that's kind of. I mean, why she was taking a train, that I know. Because she didn't have her ID. I don't know where the hell she was. She's all over the place. She has an RV and she's all over the place. So she flew into Chicago, and then she was taking a train because she lost her ID and couldn't get on a plane. So she was taking a train up. She was taking a bunch of pictures from the train from the last couple of days.
I think her life was a train wreck.
Oh, that's not nice.
What was she setting up a GoFundMe for? To do what?
No, it wasn't a GoFundMe. It was she was in an RV and she had no money for gas, so she was selling her 8x10s.
Maybe she should get a fucking job. No, there was a GoFundMe.
Was there? I don't remember the GoFundMe.
Yeah, there was. There definitely was. Maybe she should get a fucking job.
Well,
you ever think of that? I mean,
I mean, yeah.
Who the fuck should support her?
Well, it can't be as bad as the nonsense with the GoFundMe with Brian Lawler a couple weeks ago.
These fucking guys, man. It's like, grow up.
That one was ridiculous. I mean, come on.
People fucking donate money. These people are idiots. Wrestling fans are fucking morons.
The sick part is, I think the people finally caught on with the bullshit with Brian Lawler, and they did not. The GoFundMe account was taken down. They only had $64 in it, and it was up for 24 hours.
And that fucking scumbag, what's his name, Mike Dickens or whatever his name is, that guy is just always surrounded by negative publicity every time. Whether it's screwing over promoters like he did with me and somebody else, or a bullshit GoFundMe account, he's just always involved in fucking nonsense.
Yep. and don't forget the piggybacking bookings at WrestleCon, and not thinking that you are required to pay for any of the expenses and just profiting off someone else's investment.
He's see me at Icons, he wouldn't even look at me.
But yet he claims he doesn't do wrestling. He doesn't promote wrestling. He doesn't do wrestling.
That's a fucking jerk-offs.
So,
He's worse than Richie the Great.
I'm trying to find out where this is posted, because I went to all 90 of her sites and there's nothing there. Rob doesn't have anything on his, and so I don't know. Could be somebody just screwing with Richie again, because it's easy.
All right, let me go. I'm at my school. I'll talk to you later. All right.
All right, man. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, Joe Bellini, Warriors of Wrestling. So I'm trying to get to the bottom of this and see if this is going to happen. So let me see. I don't know. As of 2 hours ago, she was still on the train. So I don't know. So who knows? Somebody might be just screwing with Richie, because, like I said, it's very easy to do, because Richie, I think you might have failed on this report. But anyway, I want to thank Kenny Casanova for setting up the interview with Dangerous Danny Davis. We like to, of course, thank Danny Davis for coming on the show. Joe Bellini of Warriors of Wrestling for coming on, getting us our insight and update with Lude Boy Riley. If you're in the WrestleCon area, check out Scott Wilder's promotions table, where Danny Davis will be and the other guests that we mentioned earlier, and help pick up one of his books, get an autograph, and also come over to the Damage 365 promotions table and see guests like Jazz, Sienna, Allie, Rosemary, Laurel Van Ness, Soraya Knight, Amaya Jade, Camilla Kane, SoCal Val, Medusa, Rockin' Robin, Rodney Mack, and Eric Bischoff. And just like last year, one of our talents was signed with WWE the weekend that we brought her down. I will say it again, 2 years in a row, we are the lucky charm, because another talent signed from our guest list, signing with WWE WrestleMania weekend. So come on down. D365promotions.com for our guest list. Also, you can still pick up pre-sales for the superhero combo featuring Mighty Molly Holly and the Hurricane. You get a signed photo of the two and a photo op with the two, and that's $40. You can pick that up now. We actually sold about 4 in the last 24 hours, and that'll be at Big Event. Go to bigeventny.com to pick up tickets to get in. Our pre-sales have already ended, so you can purchase at the table, as well as merchandise such as Medusa's mini monster trucks, photos, 8x10s, wrestling cards, magazines, a whole bunch of cool stuff will be for sale. And and also to check out the return of Eric Sims and ESS Promotions at Big Event. He'll be with right next to us with the Hurricane, as well as a couple of talents. You can check out his website and Facebook for more information. And Warriors of Wrestling, also Saturday night in Staten Island, New York. Go to warriorsofwrestling.com to pick up tickets to that show. As we mentioned, Tessa Blanchard will be battling Rachel Ellering and Women of Warriors champion Nikki Adams in part of the double main event, as well as Super Crazy to Ugly Ducklings, Brandy Rhodes, Alundra Blaze, also known as Medusa, and of course the aforementioned Molly Holly will be there, and she's doing a seminar with the Warriors of Wrestling Training Center Friday night. So if you're an indie worker in the tri-state area and can make it Friday night, which is tomorrow, to the Warriors of Wrestling School, contact Joe Bellini and see if you can get tickets for the seminar with former two-time women's champion, former hardcore champion, Molly Holly. So on behalf of myself and the rest of my crew and all of the Damage 365 Promotions group that will be at